wasn't even all that like, you know, crazy like with the graphics and all that and the animation. Like, but it was just a good story. Like, it was just a good story. Let me check these levels real quick. Graphics and all that and the animation. Like, it was just a good story. Like, good story.
Forgot to say what you think. Let me grab a headband out of this bag.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
All right, look, I'm trying to work on my sound situation. So hopefully this sounds correct in my headphones. You know I have a whole issue with this.
Who all is streaming? Just you?
Yeah. Why do I sound funny like this? Oh no. It sounds like I'm doubling up on something. Yeah. Babe, what's going on with me? Sounds like
air fryers are the greatest machines ever invented. Whoever invented the air fryer, wish
I can't hear you. Hold up. Is some right now?
You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But why does it sound like? Yeah, but why does it sound like I'm choppy so bad?
Because you dropping your chocolate screw mixtape. That's new.
I'm upset right now. Why does it sound like this? I'll take this one.
Keep repeating.
God, why like my sound works perfectly fine all the time. In the moment I go live, it's like, hey, I don't like you. That's literally what happens.
My showcase from Athena Scope this week for Rocket League. I don't know who made it, but I love them too. It was. I'm like, oh, look at all the goals I'm scoring.
I wanted to stream it too. Is that okay or is that not allowed?
Wait, what?
You can't.
Yeah.
He said he wants to stream it, so go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I stream it too, but like I'll probably stop before they stop, so that way I can funnel the viewers to them.
Okay. Well, I don't have, you know.
And that's too good not to have.
The only epic goal I remember you scoring is when you hit the ball and I hit the guy into the ball in the score.
Was that the one where the entire lobby quit?
Yeah. I think that's the one where you hit 6 in a row.
Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty.
I'm gonna get my headphones.
Ooh.
It sounds so chopped up and screwed.
find the correct singer transition either. I'm having a problem with that too.
All right. You guys can hear me fine, right? Oh, snap. I can't hear y'all. God! What?
I don't know if it's the music that sounds like
That's
that.
ridiculous. All right, say something real quick. There it goes. Okay, you came back in.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Technically, this should be working.
Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So everybody can be heard. Everybody's happy.
I can't hear you, Will.
You a lie. You a lie. You a lie.
Lord.
You a lie. Don't mess
put
with
that
me.
on everything.
I'm
I can read your
sensitive.
lips.
I'm sensitive.
I see you moving, but I ain't hearing you, bro. That's all the way live.
Yeah, we can see you moving, but we can't hear you.
God! Oh my God. All right. How about this? How about this? You hear me now?
No.
Wait. How do you respond so fast then?
I can read your lips, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Devil is a lie. Okay, how about now? There you go. You should be able to hear me now then. Yeah? Yeah? That's ridiculous. How did this do this to me already?
Still can't hear you.
Oh my God.
What do you be doing to your audio?
I don't know. You gotta hear me now. It's coming through. It's literally coming through. All right, how about this? You gotta hear me now. It's gotta be happening now. How about this? It should be happening. don't even make no sense. Oh my God. Oh my God. How about now? Y'all hear me? Y'all don't hear me.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your dude, Pufus Ninja, aka the more goals I score, the better I am. Of course, man, this is Thursdays. I'm with the squad. I'm gonna jump over in Discord in a minute, man. But before we go any further, I want to go ahead and get this out the way. Boom! You can see two of my sponsors. One floating above my head, Convana. Convana is a black-owned electronics company where I get most of my steams. That includes laptops, desktops, keyboards, mouses, monitors, and I have a stream setup video with them coming out Monday. So you'll be able to look at me build actual stream setup, minus a capture core on their actual site. But over here, also to my right there, that way, you can see Seats.com, is where I get all my headbands from. Of course, I'm rocking my favorite one of all time, the Villain headband. And you can see my discount code, POOF25, where you can save yourself 25% off anything that you buy in the store. Please go check them out, man. I appreciate you if you do.
Let's go, baby. Can y'all hear me?
But before we go any further, I'll let y'all hear Will and his terrible audio. No, I'm just joking.
You can't hear him.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Bro, we still can't hear you.
Oh man, it's like
now? How about now?
It's like he's a mime. Alright, man, let me I don't know how choppy it is. I just want to check the stream first before I start talking to you.
Everybody can hear me but my actual Discord.
But we also have some new things. I don't know if y'all can see that pink comment over there. The pink comment has some news for you. So of course I want you to like and follow the stream if you're new. It does help me out a whole lot. But we do have custom star alerts. So 100 stars will get you opportunity to cheer me up. I don't know what it does. We will see when it happens. And there's another star alert which says 666, which I am terrified of because it says it's traps ninja in the genjutsu and he has no idea what this is. I don't know what it is. Please do not donate 666 stars. I don't want to be caught in the genjutsu. I don't want to know what that means. I don't want to know what that is. So can we not tonight, please? If the stream is choppy or if it's bad or good, please let me know with a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the comments so I can try to adjust it accordingly. I don't even have my glasses. Yes, we can hear you now.
Hell yeah! I'm back, baby. I'm back.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna jump into this Discord so we can y'all can hear the Discord. Duh. Bro, probably not hearing the audio to the game in the background because I didn't plug in that cord. But I'm gonna go ahead jump into the Discord so y'all can hear everybody in the Discord as we communicate this evening. Bam! Discord noise. I'm dropping some frames at a decent rate. I don't know quite what that is, so I might have to close some things.
I'm a happy man right now.
Until we can't hear you again.
What?
True. No, we can hear you. We can hear you. You said until we can't hear you.
Oh, got me nervous. Stressed. I got insecure for a second. I was like, no, my hard work. I earned this. I earned this. Man, you have no idea. I've been working so hard on this, trying to get the sound just right, and it has been a crap storm.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that is working. And the last thing I need to do is plug this in, because a lot of y'all like to know when somebody actually is talking. That's like beyond me. So.
Ooh.
Because they want to see another pretty
not
face
that. I
besides
do not
yours.
want to. Nah, they just see the icons. like y'all logos, whatever, or whatever icon you have listed for you as a avatar, thumbnail, whatever you want to call it. And nah, baby, only face y'all seeing is me.
That's selfish.
That's life.
Man, so I'm excited to be playing with y'all today. Kingslayer. Got you.
Yeah, definitely me too. I know when Ninja and I played with the Dream a couple days ago, man, it was dope. It was
Yeah,
so
man.
dope.
Wow, stuff. That's not what I want to put that back, Streamlabs. Thank you. All right, that's good enough. That's going to do. So as you can see up there in the corner, you can see whose name it is, and a little icon floating in the corner. Yay! Poof did a thing. What my glasses?
Let's do it. Let's do a 3-on-3 real quick.
Somebody
Do a nice
Somebody
little
asked, why do I
3-on-3.
always wear the glasses when I stream? Because blue light, for some reason, like really messes with my vision when I'm playing. So that's why I have blue light glasses.
Ah, what a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I've been debating if I want to buy the Rocket League pass.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
I
man.
love it. I love it. It's an investment because I play it so much.
Oh,
That's
no.
my thing.
Oh,
And I feel like it's going to turn into an investment too because I'm starting to play it as much.
And
Well,
you'll
a lot
get more
than
stuff
that
too.
than
You'll get
other
more stuff for
games.
you too, starting out. For me, it's kind of like I do it because I just want to get my points up. But like since you start out, you'll get a lot more stuff.
Yeah. That sounds like the answer.
Yep.
no, man, you ain't got the answers, Will.
The answers to the problem.
Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like wondering what's vibrating. Is that my phone? No, it's the controller because we got to start a match.
Yeah, we about to play, baby. We can get that warm up in. Let them know. Oh, it's a. Oh, I thought it was a clan battle for a second. It almost was.
Hey, Magic, don't
It
be
was.
messing up, dog.
Yeah, man,
if I
pay
did it,
attention,
I
man.
meant it.
Pay
I
attention,
said what I
man.
said.
Pay attention. Cause you
said
know
what I said.
you be in your feelings, man. You be playing a little funny when you
Yeah, my feelings.
You be in your
Nah,
feelings when you
nah.
play, man. I'm not trying to do all that.
Nah, not me. Not me.
Oh, man, let me stop chasing. Like, come on,
See,
bro.
you're driving backwards already. You're already driving backwards. I already know it's gonna be an issue.
And I knew he was going. Okay.
Somebody
Oh
demo
my
me.
God, that was my
I
fault.
thought y'all was there.
That
I
was my
thought y'all
fault.
was there.
I got
was
demo,
setting that
so
up for the
I'm
block.
confused.
Are you? Okay, I see what it is. I see what it is. We good. We good.
Oh, we good? Okay, we good. All right, all right, all right.
We good.
I'll defend. Never mind.
Oh, geez.
Yo, they are really playing aggressive to keep it back here.
They're actually kind of aggressive.
Magic!
Oh.
That could work in our favor.
Ah, okay. So I forgot there was.
They get
I'm
too
coming
aggressive.
Back. Don't worry.
Oh my God. You got it, Poof? There it is, there it is. There it is, take the shot! Take the shot, Poof! It's in! Enjoy it, baby! Let's go! Woo!
Good pass.
Let's go! Look at that! Look at that! Woo! That was smooth, baby.
Who back?
I'm back. Telling you, bud, you got it.
I'll defend. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we gotta.
Take the shot, Tonio. Take the shot.
Oh.
Why are you driving backwards? Tell me why you
I
driving
was
backwards.
aiming.
You were driving
I was
backwards.
aiming.
You drive back.
I was
told you,
nowhere
rule
near.
number 5 in Rocket League. Don't drive backwards.
Oh.
That's what happens. That's literally what happens. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
All right. All right.
I'm defending.
Man, what the heck happened there?
Oh man, that's hit.
Oh, I know why. There it is. Oh, there it is. Let's go, baby.
Yes, let's
With
go.
the assist. Let's go. With the assist.
Let's get it.
Let's
Jump
go.
over some people. We got this.
Good
We
evening,
winning
chat. How are you doing?
We win today.
Please, no scare alerts, please. Please, I'm begging you. I don't know what it is. I'm begging you, please, though.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God, get that, get
Oh,
that.
two of us?
Get that, get that, get that. Oh my God.
Oh,
Why?
I drove up on the wall. That's my fault. You got it.
I can see that.
That is 100% my fault. I drove up on the wall. Well, like, I had a perfect opportunity to get it.
I'll defend. Oh my gosh.
I should have demolished him for that. That's easy.
There it is, there it is, there it is.
Center.
Take it in, put it in.
Okay.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
I actually intentionally destroyed another person that was a goalie so that you could hit it in. I was like, I knew it. Yeah, we ain't doing no goalies today, baby. We're not doing goalies today. We're not doing goalies today.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that was
Oh my goodness.
that was a good
Free
lob.
shot.
They lobbed that so well, and that was
I
yeah.
can't even get in it.
That was a good lob on their part, though. To be honest, that was just a good lob on their part.
I'll defend.
Oh.
Ah,
I have no way to hit it. I just advanced too fast.
There it is. There it is. Take it. There it is, baby. Take it in. Woo! Let's go, baby.
yes.
I'm that center,
Wow,
baby.
yeah.
That's all I do is center.
He tried it.
All I do, playmaker. That's it. Tonyo, you fell into that, man. Man, that camera didn't
Talking
lie.
about, I
Man,
put
you fell-
myself
you
there.
fell
It was really my hit.
Right, it was really
myself
Saber's
there.
hit, though. There it is. There it is. There it is. I'm just setting it up.
Oh my gosh. I was too fast. I'm sorry. Should have slowed that down that way.
There it is. There.
Who could've
Put it
hit
behind him. Nice hit. Nice hit. Nice hit. I got it. I got it. Boom. Ooh, they cut that. Proof it's yours.
Got a bad hit on that. I could have scored that.
I got it. There it is. Take the shot. Take the shot, Saber. Oh.
They blocked him.
Demo.
Oh my god.
Yo, get that out of there. Get that out of there.
I hit it back. Oh, bad, Antonio.
No, you're good. You're good. Here we go. Ah, they missed though.
Ugh.
Oh, I jumped out.
Oh, I missed. I missed. Yo, clear it. 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 Clear it.
Ah. You got the boost. You got it.
Antonio, hit it. There you go. There you go. I got it. I got it. I got it from. I'll take it from here.
Okay.
I'll take it from here.
That's you. That's you.
There it is. Hit it. Oh, I tried to go backwards with the. I knew they were gonna chase me.
Oh damn! That jump.
Oh, I missed. Snakes! God, I missed. I can't believe I missed that.
I can't believe.
Yo,
We
we
got
can still
25
do this though.
seconds.
We can still do
We
this.
got 25
It
seconds.
can still happen.
Y'all up front.
Hopefully, pinch with me.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the
That's how you
shot.
do it.
Take the shot. Oh God! Ah! There it is. Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. Who? Tonio! God!
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my God.
Someone get rid of that goalie.
They pushed it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they got it.
Damn.
We should have won that.
They
God.
pushed it.
Damn. Oh. Darn.
Ah, we should have won that. That was ours.
Woo!
That was a good warm up though. That was a good warm up.
Good warm up.
Yeah. Got to get the ring rust off.
Right. You get my thumbs warm. Is $20. Welcome, View Stars, Coast to Coast, Post to Post. This is your boy Willzilla, and today we're playing Thrusta League Thursday, and we're adding a beautiful rendition of it. We're gonna talk about mental health later on, and just talk about the positivity and the openness of mental health. So, if you want to stay tuned, if you have any questions about mental health, you let me know. I'm a licensed professional counselor, hypnotherapist, IFS in training, and I am currently getting my PhD in psychology. So, if you want any options, tips, thoughts, if you want to just process things, let us know. I love to share stuff, and we got some View Stars with us today, and they will also be working on not only whooping some butt today in Rocket League, but also be talking about mental health and what they do to stay on top of their game, on and off the controller.
Yep.
I defend.
Pushing.
What's up, Coach? Coach Approves is here.
Oh, I went over. Oh, that worked. Oh my goodness.
God.
Did
Oh,
we make it?
snap!
Oh,
Oh, my God. Oh, my
It's all
God.
good.
It was.
It's all good.
What are you
It was
doing?
a triple
What am I
commit.
doing? What am I doing?
Too much
What am I
of that.
doing?
Barely.
What am I doing?
Oh, Will, you hit it in for them. Oh, no,
Yeah,
man.
that was my, that was my
I said, what are you
demise.
doing for?
Right, that's it.
What are you doing?
You know stuff against me.
Huh?
Oh
I
my
love all the
god.
I got it.
pushing. It's making me feel like,
Oh,
wow.
Tonio, go back. Tonio, go back. Go back to D. Good,
Yeah.
good placement. Good placement. Please, somebody hit that.
We're good.
I just don't have
Right
any
over.
boost. Jesus.
Boost is a real problem in my life right now.
It's like I always think I have enough, but then when I actually need it, it's not there.
Oh, hello.
Damn it.
I'm a warrior.
Jesus
Good
Christ.
stuff. Good stuff.
Nice. Let's keep this on the wall. Let's keep this on the wall. Yes. Put it in. There we
Center,
go,
center.
Tonio. Tonio came
Yes!
in. Woo! What's going on, Coach? Good to see
Coach
you.
approves.
I was on that too. My bad.
Hey man, you hit it and it went in. That's all that matters.
Right. We believe. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Oh, that's over my head. That's over my head.
Nice.
Oh no.
That's over.
I'm gonna be a centerer. I'm just gonna do all centering. There it is. Center. That's centered.
Oh, it's no win.
Oh. Center. About to go. Get ready. 3, 2, One.
Oh, they came from out of nowhere. Who they?
Three.
Randy Orton?
Oh, that was
I bet Will.
clear
It's all
over
good.
my head.
Okay. Ah.
Nice
Oh,
hit, Tonio.
shit.
Nice hit, Tonio. Nice hit. Damn, they're getting those high hits.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no. Get that out of here.
Bro.
Girl, we doing good. We're just trying to make this work and try to win ones. How have your games been?
Well, you know her games have been good. I don't even know why you had to ask her.
Well, look, but at her level is a whole different situation. like, there's a whole different situation on her level.
Oh,
They're like nail biters for her.
Oh my gosh.
oh dang.
Oh wow, that was nasty.
Oh, I thought I got it.
Oh boy.
I'm having a
Handled
boost.
that whole thing. And, okay. We got this.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yep.
Pookie
Yeah.
Finch.
Yeah, this ain't nothing. We can catch up still.
Oh man.
Yes.
Let's go.
Boom.
Let's go, baby.
Boom.
See what I'm talking about? We only down one.
Right. Woo. Yo, every time we're about to goal, whoever's in that goal just knock them out.
I'll defend.
Held it.
Got it.
Hoovis coming to you.
Ah, I didn't go up high enough.
Got it.
You good?
Oh, I didn't hear my bad.
Boom.
You good? You good? You good?
Yep. Let's initiate that. We're gonna hit it back.
Ah, I got hit. Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That
what
went right over
happened?
me.
Damn.
That went over me. I was in the middle of turning.
Ooh.
Yep.
Good
There it
shot.
is. There it is.
Beautiful.
Woo!
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That's
Kobe.
what's up. I wanted to go over that too, just so. Yep. Good backup hit.
That was a beautiful shot. Y'all
That
saw
was beautiful. Hey, what's up, BK?
Hey, I'm not playing, but I wanted to share some good news to everybody. I
Yeah.
just received a $25 donation from Kevin.
What?
So big shout out.
Let's
yeah.
go, Big Kev.
Let's go. Yes.
Oh, that makes me.
So-
Technically, we just beat our goal. So our goal was definitely $20. So like we're already hitting our goal today. Our goal was $25
Right,
today.
like-
That's great.
Big shout out. Big
Yeah,
shout
you
out
just
to
big
Kevin.
spender.
Like we
Big
appreciate
spender.
you, bro. Like
Wow.
I'm happy about that.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Oh, that makes me so happy. We're already ahead of the game. We just started.
Mhm.
We just started.
Yes. So anybody who is watching, definitely donate to the cause. This is the beautiful thing that we're doing. We are a legit nonprofit organization. So, you know,
We got papers.
check out the
We got
description.
papers, baby. We got
Right.
receipts.
We got
papers. We got
papers,
receipts.
right.
We got
got
trash.
papers.
We got recyclables. We doing it.
Get in
Right,
there.
like we can give you the text ID and all. You can see that we actually do donate to this cause, okay, honey?
Right,
So
we about
yes,
that
we
life.
got the papers. Right, we bout it. So if anybody is about that, definitely check out the description
Oh.
and donate to the cause. It would be absolutely beautiful.
Hashtag
Thank you
for the
so
babies.
much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, for the babies.
For the babies.
For the babies.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
demo. That's why that went in. I'll defend. Not that it matters.
No, it does matter. It does matter because you don't know how predictable this stuff can be. Like this. God.
All right, Saber. Good. Got you in my
Come on, we get too close to winning. We get too close.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Dang. I feel like we can still do this. You trying to get that rematch?
I definitely do too.
Oh!
What?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh man. I'm just praying that nobody come in here and donate 666 stars. I don't want to see what that is.
Look, I don't want none of that demon money. I don't want none of that demon money.
Please don't donate.
I don't want none of them Judas
Demon
coins.
money.
Don't give me none of them Judas
Please
coins.
don't donate.
I want none of them Judas coins.
Watch that. Watch the shot.
Ooh, buddy.
Good
Go,
shot.
yo, someone get that.
Oh
Someone
wow,
get
they
that.
backed it up.
You a fine rocket player. Why don't you back that thing up? Girl, who you thrusting with?
Stop.
We really need to remix this song.
Fine rocket player. Okay.
Woo! Yeah,
No.
man, we alive. We alive, baby. Let's make the dream
Thank you,
real.
Jesus.
Let's go. We're not using the power of friendship.
Oh, I was.
Wait, who just hit that backwards?
No, they hit it forwards. They hit it.
Dang. Gosh, they're literally just sitting at the goal like
Hey,
that. I
thank
hate
you
that.
for the like.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Just don't donate no stars. Please don't. I do not want to see what this scare alert is. I didn't make it. Somebody else made it, just installed it. I don't want to know what it is. Please don't do that to me. Please.
Oh.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
hoping
go,
and
baby.
praying it ain't got nothing to do with squirrels. Please don't.
Right.
You
Not
might
the
go nuts.
squirrels. Not Nutter.
Not her.
Right, Nutter.
Squirrels.
Drake, let's
Let's
go,
go.
baby.
Good
Little mama
stuff,
Kizzy looking
bro.
at me.
Yum.
Oh, by
Yum.
the way, I need to make an official public announcement.
Hey, just so y'all know, I
go ahead.
knocked it back there for y'all. Like I knew y'all had it. I pushed it back.
See,
there.
Get outta here.
setter. You're a setter. I mean, you're a setter. What do we say? I had to make a PSA. I gotta make a PSA. I've been wrong this entire time. So it wasn't Rick Ross who said that. It was Migos.
Little mama? Little
Oh,
mama.
little mama
didn't
keep
say
looking
that.
at me.
Yeah,
Little Migos didn't say that.
yeah. It was Migos.
Ooh.
Oh,
It was Migos.
No way.
Really?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
Oh,
just
it
let them
was.
score
Rick Ross
because
wasn't in that
you
song.
lying.
yeah. But it sounded like him though.
Yeah.
It sounded like him.
Cap.
Thank you for the share, man. I appreciate you.
In
Yeah,
Fight
that's right.
Night?
It is. The song "Fight Night" is Migos.
Yep.
No.
I thought Rick,
I was
Ross
so
is in that song,
embarrassed.
ain't he?
I was
He's
so
definitely
embarrassed.
on that song, and he's definitely the one saying that.
He wasn't on the song. He wasn't on the song.
He is on the song.
No. I would play
Well,
right
I
now
bet the
if they
next
let me.
goal he was on the song.
No. I thought he was too, but like I thought so too.
My bad, Will.
It's all good. It
We
let,
all
me,
crashed
it let me do a
into the
lift though,
back
so
I
it's
think
okay.
it worked though because it sent
Yeah.
you back to.
Yeah, it did.
Hit
And
the back.
honestly, the side is more safe anyway. There it is. Look at the lobby. Ah.
Oh!
Dang.
I didn't even see him. He blended in with the background. Shoot.
What's up, cool dog?
Mhm.
Jeez, give me the comments.
Yo,
Gosh.
little mama, she keep looking at me.
Oh yeah, Rick Ross. Yeah, I remember that.
I'll defend.
Oh, they love demoing me. Like, what's up with y'all?
Shit.
Nice. Oh god, that was a good hit. No one's
Oh,
defending.
Watch the shot. Watch the shot.
Oh, I mean, that was just a good hit. Like nobody could do anything but that.
I feel like this is a bunch of pros on some Smurf accounts. Y'all ain't fooling me. I know when I've been had.
Oh my goodness.
Been,
Yo, we got.
I'm kind of agreeing with that because some of these hits.
Almost there.
my bad, Will.
All good. I'm gonna take it up. Ah, dang it
Nope.
didn't. Oh, I was gonna smack that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need off the way. Anybody got that?
Yeah, I got it.
I do. Oh, no.
Hit it, Poof. Hit it, Poof. Oh, snap. Okay, I'm gonna take this.
I can't get a good hit off of it.
Nope.
Yo, can someone get that?
Oh my
please?
goodness.
Where?
Every time.
Oh my.
No,
What?
they messed up. They got 2
Yo.
here. Okay.
What?
This is just crazy. They're just everywhere.
Right. I mean, like they're really just
There
swamping
we
the
go.
whole.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
they're swamping
Center.
the whole
Oh
field.
my god.
Oh, he's about to take over my head.
Jesus, we cannot get it past this wall.
Wow.
Wow.
It's like we just couldn't touch the ball.
Yeah. Good D.
This was just like a handling issue. They were just on it. Like they were on the ball the entire time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the whole time.
Same people too.
That's one of the more crazy matches we had.
Yeah.
It's like every time you hit it, it's like they were just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we putting in
Alright. Yeah. Bring him in. I'll step
bring
out there.
anybody else in?
4-4.
Derek, man, I appreciate you for the 10 stars. Thank you, because I saw stars and I got scared. Immediately got scared. Yeah. Got money in the bank. I thank you for the extra 10 stars, man. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Man, the support is real, man.
Taylor should have known he wasn't getting no VTO, man. There's a whole bunch of packages that need to go out on Amazon.
Alright. Alright, I do gotta work early in the morning, so I'm gonna head out. I'll see y'all next time.
All right, man.
Good
Have fun tonight.
night.
Derek running up the Derek star
Hey,
donations,
leave,
man. I
leave the
appreciate
match.
you.
Hey, leave the match so we can restart. Leave the match so we can restart.
Appreciate you, Derek. I'm rolling in the.
Why doesn't it say I have premium? What? I bought premium already. Oh, they're trying to play me. I literally pay. Oh my god, that gets me so angry. I literally bought. Never mind. I'm not.
Derek Dimes, I like it. I like it. Derek, man, thank you again, man, for the 40 stars, man. Four
You
10-star
out,
donations.
Magic?
Appreciate you. Please don't donate to 666. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I think Magic left already.
Okay.
Please
I was gonna
don't.
make sure before I.
Like I'm. Thank you for smashing that like button.
Look, we should get Coach approves on our team for the 4-on-4.
Uh-oh, game over, game over.
Yes, we should.
It hasn't even started yet.
When I smash my no. No, I would not. I would not break my own window for that. No, I would not. What do y'all be talking about, man?
What are they saying?
Oh, I forgot. You're right. You're right. Okay, I was like, I see 2 chats. Why am I seeing 2 chats? Because it's still streaming. I don't know why it connects my Twitch to the Streamlabs. I'm never on Twitch. And somebody just said, like, would you break your own car window? Your keys was inside of it. You had no other time. No, I'm not breaking the car. My keys just in there.
That's funny.
I'm not doing it. You wild.
So I got a question for y'all.
I'll defend.
Yep.
So what does streaming do for your mental health?
Who going first? Me?
Question.
Me?
Yeah.
I can go first. Or
Go ahead.
First.
Keep it
So for me, it's I got a lot of personal issues going on.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest ones is that I moved from Columbus, Ohio, where my son is, and for a good 2.5 years, I hadn't spoke to him or heard from him because his mother wasn't allowing. She like ghosted me.
Yeah.
And well, playing video games in general just was like an escape.
Get out of here. Gotta get
It
out.
allowed me to not worry about life in that moment. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
to not like have to deal with what's going on. I mean, even though when I'm done, you still got to go back to it, but it allowed me for a brief moment to like breathe.
Yeah. Wow. You know, that's when you say that, because I know like a lot of people they'll parallel use, like they'll use like drugs or whatever to kind of like get that alleviation. And you know, and then you create like an addiction, or you create a codependent relationship as a result of not actually getting that time for yourself. But like it's still needed though, you know. Wow.
Right over my head. Ooh, that was me. That was my bad. I was trying to jump to get over everybody, and I jumped and ended up hitting the ball.
I hit you too though. Look, like we all just got there at the same time.
I just jumped up to get the ball, trying to block the ball from getting the goal.
What about you, Poof?
I have had like a creative block for a while now, like especially with living in New York, because of like the situation I was in and the person I was dating. Like, I wasn't like myself no more. So when I finally decided like, yeah, I'm gonna try to break out of my shell, and I didn't know how anymore. Like I didn't know how. Like I used to write poetry avidly.
Oh my god, I went right next to
say.
you.
I used to write poetry avidly, but I couldn't. Like I picked up a pen and I had nothing to write, but I still had like a lot to say. So ultimately, it came down to content creation. The first time that I streamed, it was me, Terrence, and actually Saber.
Oh wow!
On GTA 5, and we was just shooting each other, blowing each other up, and laughing and joking. And we had this following because other fathers felt what we felt. Like,
yeah,
you're stressed out from your job and kids and video games as you escape. And I always like this. All like it's a getaway, but also in the same token, I can be creative with the crazy emotes and the let's go and crazy animations and ideas I come up with.
Yeah.
On a whim for no reason.
Wow. So you were actually like to transmute that. Wow.
Right, and then some people who I meet, they say, I enjoy watching your streams. You always make me laugh, or I was having a bad day until I got a chance to watch you today, or you and Terrence arguing about when milk expires, can you still drink it? That's hilarious.
And see, what's awesome about that is the fact that you and Saber use tragedy, or like Will said, transmute it. Like you dealt with some form of tragedy in order to keep your mind focused instead of just using, like Will said, hard drugs. So I think that's pretty dope that you guys found a healthy balance to relieve your stress and all the other things that are
that's a nice
happening
live
with
shot.
the gameplay.
Oh,
I agree.
I would definitely say though that a vice that I did pick up was smoking cigarettes, and that it was something that I never did before, and I didn't start until I was maybe 28. So this was like 2 years into dealing with my son's mother.
Yeah.
And then it just turned into now I vape just to get myself out of smoking like the hard cigarettes. Yeah. So I'm trying to like get away from it, but it's not an easy. That's not an easy addiction to get rid of.
That's my fault.
Right.
So I'll go catch up. What about you, BK?
Oh, I don't do streaming all like that. I only do it like probably a couple of times. But I feel
and it's freaking awesome.
And it's awesome because you guys like to watch me rage out. But when I'm streaming during holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's Eve, I do it because I understand, like, especially around this time, people are lonely, people are feeling a bit suicidal. So just by me screaming at the top of my lungs or just throwing like a bottle because Cagney Carnation whooped me up, if it makes people happy that I rage out and is natural, then I don't mind doing it. You know, it's just little stuff here and there that would just allow somebody to feel at least comfortable. I can give them some company and they can at least have some entertainment while they are, you know, dealing with a bunch of things that's going on in the holidays. Then I pretty much did my job. So that's pretty much the reason why I would stream in those specific moments. Other than that, I won't stream at all. But I feel like I have to now.
Yeah. Right. Wow. What about like
I don't know if you guys know what I do for a living, but I'm an EMT.
Really, I didn't know that.
Oh, I've been one for I got my EMT license the day before my son was born.
Awesome.
So I've been an EMT for 7 years now.
Wow.
And I've seen a lot of people like having those issues during the holidays. And I do try to stress the importance of mental health especially during the holidays. But I do, you know, I do kind of like preach it during the year, but it really hits harder because of the holidays, because a lot of people are missing family and they are missing that connection like during the holidays. And a lot of people's family members, you know, pass away during those times. You know, people break up during those times. And so, like, all that trauma on top of the fact that now everybody's, you know, happy, so to speak, around them, and they're not.
Yeah, and
that's what causes like a lot of the suicidal stuff that I've seen, and a lot of the homicidal things that I've seen. So it's like a smorgasbord of like pain and stuff.
Yeah, and I think the memories become more intense than the actual moment themselves. And like people don't want to talk about this, but there's something called secondary trauma stressors.
I'm sorry,
and basically secondary trauma stressors are you being a witness to other people's own issues. So being EMT, you watching that alone already puts you at another heightened sense of stress because you're a witness to it. And so you create this type of like emotional callousing that you don't even think about because that's your job requires you to get through it. Like you have to tough through. And so like you just use that and you keep punching, and it's like people really live on their life like me and Poof were talking about earlier before we got on the stream about how like you don't know what people are holding on to them every day.
Right.
Like, and all it takes is one bad reason to make a final decision, you know, like, and that's it. And I think like even streaming, like being able to watch Poof stream and just him keeping it real all the time, like there's a reason why he has almost 800 followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, like because people want to know who he is because they see something in him that reminds them of a better form of themselves. You know, that's huge. Like that deserves right there. That alone deserves a Facebook partnership. You know, like, because that's something good for the community.
Like what's funny enough is like when I got nominated for like Facebook's Black Content Creators partnership, which is still up for review, by the way. So y'all should go email them and say, hey, make him a partner. I'm just playing. But
I sure will.
they they actually have like little mini interviews with you one-on-one.
Oh,
and they
wow.
ask like, why do you start streaming? I said, because I suffer from PTSD and depression, and it's kind of a way for me to break me out of my shell.
Yeah.
Like people think like, yo, in real life you're probably like a really big kid. No, I'm in the house all the time. I'm not even out and about.
Right.
Like you think I am. I'm not. Like the pandemic, everybody's like, oh, we gotta stay in the house. I was like, great, I get to stay in the house. I don't have to go outside.
Right.
Right. I was like, I've been quarantining. Like I've been,
Right.
my whole life been like this. I just been, like my whole life has been like this.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm a level 54 quarantiner. You have no idea.
Right. And
Right.
Paladin.
I was
And
quarantined
Paladin,
before it
baby.
was cool.
That's funny.
But then you have people who will message me like, yo, I watched your stream the other day, and what you said, like, I really felt like I had a genuine conversation with 2 of my followers, like an actual legit conversation, which led me to make the group Hidden in the Smoke Cloud, which nobody posted there. They just all messaged me, which is fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. And one guy's like, like my wife threw me out 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
And like I've been staying with my sister, and it's kind of hard. And I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you a secret about me. And I said, like, I said I probably will mention this on stream, but I won't mention your name unless you want me to.
Yeah.
My last relationship, my girlfriend threw me out 3 days before Christmas.
Wow.
In a state where I have no family, I have some friends, but I couldn't stay with them. No family, no friends, and no money to get home. Like I literally had to turn to the skill set I just acquired in tech to try to get me home.
Wow.
And
that just proves my point. Like the holidays is a lot of time. That's where your pain comes from.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, man, that's crazy. I said, and also, I lost my mom.
Yeah.
And like, in losing your mom during the holiday season, especially like before the holiday season, and then when it rolls around, it's like the worst time of the year.
It's a huge sting.
It's crazy you say that because I actually, so I lost my father-in-law on Tuesday, and
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and thank you. And it's like, right after it happened, I got on Smash Brothers and played with Jaya for like 2 hours, just talking about it, and it was just like, it wasn't me avoiding it. It was me just being able to like focus on something that I can control. And I think a lot of streamers, a lot of mental health comes from the fact that they can control how they want to express themselves. Because we're in a world that really doesn't always, support that. And being it's scary being a streamer because like you're putting yourself out there, you're putting content out there that may never get looked at, and some of it may be everything someone's looking for.
Right.
Oh my god, I didn't see that.
And like one person told me like, I watch every last one of your streams. I said, no, you like really? I'm not even that funny. He was like, no, like you say things that it just means a lot.
Yeah.
Like you said, like at the end of your stream, you always say, stay blessed and unstoppable.
Yep.
And I told him, I said, like, I got that from a motivational speaker, and like I say it to myself each and every day.
Yeah.
Go in the mirror, look at myself, stay blessed and unstoppable all day today.
Yeah. That was actually
I just
my
try to
next
live up
question.
to
I
it.
wanted to talk to you about that. Like, what's your guys' ritual on being great?
Well, I don't have a ritual on being great because there's still a lot of self-consciousness, so I don't ever look at myself like that. And maybe I should, but just like a personal, like just when you've been on the bottom for so long, you just kind of like live there. And so that's just where I'm at. And so,
we out, Will.
I don't have a ritual.
And that's, I'm so glad you acknowledge that, because some people don't realize that like when you're down like that and you're there for so long, you learn how to expect that. You know what I mean? It's like, give me something that like until you otherwise give me something that I haven't experienced, I'm not gonna change, because it's like, because it's one thing being hurt, but but expecting that, Nice, Saber. Let's go.
You know, not to make a joke, but Bane, in that last Batman movie, he said it the best. He was like, you know, I was born in the dark, molded by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's just,
I love that part.
That's something that statement like stuck with me. That's just how I felt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
that's why
was
people
born
like-
here. Like
but
y'all
think about
just
people like
vacation.
Joker. Yeah. And he woke everybody up. I mean, like, they were so unprepared for that. And that was his point. Like, y'all are so unprepared for a part of darkness that you avoid. And you don't
Right.
even want to acknowledge it. And it's like, you don't even know what you're even talking about because there's still this, like, this other side of life that people are just completely oblivious to. And they think that no one else is going to experience that but them too, though. And it's like, you got it messed up. That's why people like the Joker so much. Like, it's because he said the unthinkable. He did the unthinkable. He did the unnorm, and people were like all up on it. But like, you gotta think about his perspective and where you came from.
Patrick?
Right.
Yeah, that was teamwork though, right? That was definitely teamwork.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. Ooh, nice pass.
I would say, what character do you like? So with Saber, he said that, you know, Bane was like he felt a lot of that. What other characters did you guys really connect to?
Killmonger.
Ooh, Killmonger. Okay, why is that? I can't wait to
Speech
get
he
it.
said that he said the world took everything from me, everything that I ever loved. When my mother passed, my grandmother was gone at that point, my best friend from the Navy, and then my mother.
Yeah,
I felt like it was nobody who I could open up to at that point.
yeah.
I didn't talk to and there's no offense to Saber there's no offense to Saber or Terrence. Like I didn't
Same
or
extent.
Dream 06. Like I didn't talk to him about stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't talk about trying times.
Although when your mom died, like I felt that too, though, because you know we grew up together.
yeah, like
So
Right.
like your mom was my mom, and so even I couldn't talk to him about it because I didn't know how he felt.
Yeah. Wow. What about you, Pecha? What character do you kind of align with?
I've been thinking about it.
Professor Chaos.
Not Professor Chaos. I do love Butters. though. I absolutely love Butters. Like, well, you know, I'm glad you said that, Chris. All right, so I'm gonna say Butters. Like, I appreciate him a lot because he's been walked over for
All the
so much. And I know that's the butt of the joke on South Park, but at the end of the day, he still tried to find some optimism about it. And I don't know if he does it because of him being naive or he actually sees the good in people. But I do resonate a little bit with Butter. So I like him. I appreciate him a lot. And then we're Doug Funny. And simply because I was a Doug Funny when I was a kid. So that's why. That's it. Like, nothing.
Nice.
Nothing too deep or anything like that, but I just appreciate people who just choose to be who they are and try to find like the goodness. As long as they don't, I feel that too much positivity can be toxic, especially when it's forced. When it's natural, I very much appreciate it, and I see that with the two characters I've mentioned.
Yeah.
Open shot.
Ooh, yeah.
You didn't say
You know, it's
Professor
interesting
Chaos.
that you're having this conversation with us because a lot of us right now that are in this stream right now, we're black males, and we've been taught that we can't have this conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
That's one of the
stigma
hardest
that
things.
emotions don't exist.
Oh, that was
No, you don't.
yeah.
Get out of
That
here.
was my bad. That's not my.
You good, you good.
And what sucks about
Oh, I missed.
witnessing black men is that they don't have an outlet at all or anyone to talk to. Like, and you would think that you can talk to a woman. Like, I'm not trying to make it like a gender war thing, but if you try to talk to a woman about it, a lot of black men fear that what they say and feel open to share it at them. That's not fair. And so
I'm kind of glad you.
is
Yeah.
open to dialogue amongst the two of you and anybody that is a him, reflection of you, reflection of Chris, all that good stuff. We need that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely say
Wow.
that, you know, as a black male, you know, trying to relinquish my emotions to a female feels like that I'm giving her power that I don't even have myself. So
It almost feels like you're telling on yourself. It almost feels like you're telling on yourself sometimes. It's like, I'm experiencing this, but I feel like I'm telling on myself. Like I'm gonna get in trouble. Like dang. Like they asked me to, you know, to express themselves, but like, do you really mean it? Are you really ready to like handle that? Like is that real? You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen it go so south sometimes, or like I've seen like some of my friends just be completely dogged out. Like one day where they're upset at you, and it's like they just bring their whole entire situation in front of everybody. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, I could have swore that was probably some pillow talk, and for some reason I'm listening to it at a cookout. Like,
right.
Like I'm like, this is not the right room for this. And
right.
But then
you really want to hear the backstory of how I became an.
I just feel like
you really want to hear the backstory.
What'd you say?
It makes them feel like that the woman is going to use it as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like, and that's so sad. Like when it's like that, and you know, and there's such a stigma that is so ingrained with that, because like there is this like, I can do bad by myself culture. Like you're not gonna get me. You know, and I hate to say it, but like when I was watching this documentary about the crack era, like about how like, I mean, it completely just took the entire orchestration of what makes a black man, and it turned it into this villainous plot. Like, and it was like
no goal for you.
What do you say?
No goal. I'm trying to stop him from scoring.
No, that's a goal right there, baby. No, it's not. So, you know, and my thing is like, at what point do we like not only stop ourselves from that, but like, when do we actually like take ourselves away from experiencing these things so we can actually be present with each other?
Right.
Because I mean, for me,
to a certain degree, when I feel like talking about my feelings, but like I don't. But like, do you really want to know the backstory about how I became the monster I am? Do you really want to know that? And then if I tell you this, how late until you turn me into a worse monster? Or you make it worse than what it already is?
There it is.
Right.
Poof, you got it. And like, I guess for me, the characters I align with, I didn't think about this. I really align with, funny enough, I align a lot with All Might. And I align a lot with All Might.
No, I missed.
And the reason is because it's like he's ridiculously powerful. He understands that he comes from this legacy of just like greatness, understanding, yet he's dying on the inside, and he's fitting this whole entire persona that he can be what people need to be, and even though he's literally dying, and when he turns it to his ultimate form, he can only do it at certain periods of time because he's dying on the inside. So for me, I'm not saying I'm dying on the inside, but it's like that ability, this thinking that you have to always perform to make it. And the fact that, you know, I'm a professional musician, I tour, I travel the country playing music, and it's like, I know what it's like being on stage. And sometimes I don't know how to turn off being off stage. And it's like, I get that I'm powerful, I can do what I need to do, and I can be a light for others, but I just wonder, like, who's gonna be a light for me? And so,
right.
And that gets into the whole, like, my other person I align with is funny is Mr. Rogers. So, because there's this level of kindness that Mr. Rogers has that's so genuine that it feels creepy. And it's like, is it really creepy, or is it creepy, or is it because I forgot what genuine kindness feels like? And so I hope to be that person that can be just genuine. And I also say my last person is Uncle Iroh. I would say Uncle Iroh.
Damn it.
Dang. And also King Boomy from Avatar. I love King Boomy because he's so unorthodox to all straight forms of earthbending. So like,
Right.
and so he's he's considered one of the most powerful earthbenders ever because of his ingenuity and his ability to think beyond the earth. And for me, it's like all my life I've had to go past what I believe and thought to be present with myself, because I never felt like I was really aligned with everybody else. I always felt like I was an alien or like a foreigner in this world. So yeah, I would say that. And I don't think people realize that there's the yin and yang understanding concept is just like, we have to be present with that, and we don't really acknowledge that a lot either in our lives. But I think it's as a black man, I feel like there's this level of frustration that I think we all deal with, that we just learn to understand that's a part of our character. Because if we do ask someone to take the weight of that, it's not going to be pretty for them.
Right.
I just feel like some people just aren't able to handle that, and that whole emasculation of black men, it comes in different forms, and I think it's more present than we're actually acknowledging. Saber with the shot.
And it is thanks for social media too. So even with platforms like with Proof and Saber and even ViewUnity Gaming, if it's one black child, particularly a black male, that can see you guys and say, oh wow, they're actually comfortable in their own skin, maybe that can encourage them to actually let go of whatever persona that was taught to them so they can be comfortable in their own skin. Like, yeah, you might consider yourself as an alien, but I'm sure there are probably other black males that consider themselves as an alien. They're like, okay, well, this guy is cool, collected. He has the Akuma beads and he likes Mr. Rogers. Well, shit, I like Mr. Rogers too. So maybe I'm not the weirdo. Maybe I see value in kindness. Because it's sad that even in today's society, like especially hearing the things I hear from my family, because I have mostly women in my family, any guy that shows some form of vulnerability, he is considered the F word. And I'm not saying the F-U-C-K, I'm talking about the F-A-G. And it's like, how? Like, he's allowed to have feelings.
Yeah.
So why can't he be himself? Why does he have to be this stereotype? Like, there's too many clones out there. Just be yourself.
Can we talk about that? For real, 'cause like we talk about the whole clan, like, so I am so like appalled by the level of people saying like, yo, this hit different, or like, oh man, I hit different. But it's like, you're doing exactly the same thing that everybody else is doing. Like, like if you really think that you're different on a social media platform, then I feel like there's a level of, not saying narcissism, but like there's this self-absorbed understanding of, like that's like saying if I played Apex and then Pooh plays Apex, that's like me saying like, oh, but you know, I hit different. I'm like, we're playing the same game.
The same game.
So it's like, so what? Like unless this man is making millions of dollars doing this game, I don't know what to tell you. Like I like, so what makes what's truly different? And I see a lot of like people just not acknowledging like what makes me different is the way that I accept myself, not how I show myself. And there's a lot of people that are unwilling to really accept their internet persona, and it's like, and they use all the same phrases, and like I'm not saying TikTok is wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But like there's literally this level of like I'm different because I did the body dance. I'm different. Look at me. Like they like me because I dance different. That might be the thing, or it might be the fact that you might be looking more appealing than somebody else.
Right.
Like there are, you know, what separates you from other people is really the difference of how you accept your state of self. And I think a lot of black men have not been told, hey, whatever you're doing, I support who you are. I get a lot of 14 to 16-year-old black boys that come in for suicide, and it's not suicide, it's just they're not being able to be understood by their family members. So then they're quiet, they clam up, and then their only outlet is being on social media because they at least get to present something that they like about themselves, or they get to at least watch other people that are doing something that they wish they could do. But then that creates a complex in itself. So like streamers have a lot of power, And like Poof, like you telling me, like, do you feel the type of power you have as a streamer? Like I mean, because your followers are awesome. I mean, like your followers are really genuine, awesome people. Like, what's that like?
Right.
It's like I try to like take heed with what I say and how I present myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want people to get the wrong image of me. Like, oh, I'm some arrogant person. Like, yeah, like I'm competitive. That's a given. That's not like some male masculinity thing. I just like to win.
Yeah.
Like it's me night to day. Anybody can tell you that about me. But like, in the same token, like I tell people, like I hurt. Like I feel pain. I have days I don't want to do anything. I have days when I feel like I'm misunderstood. I have issues with my father.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really want people to understand, like, when you come into my stream, I don't want you to think of it as like, oh, I'm just watching somebody play video games. I want you to say, like, hey, I can say something here and nobody's going to judge me for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Or he's going to understand, like, I made a TikTok video with a lot of people who follow me, and they understood what I said. I don't want to fix you. I want to understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if it's bothering you, I want to know what bothers you. What puts you to this point? What puts you to the point where you feel like you have nobody to talk to?
Wow.
And if you feel like you have no one to talk to, hey, my DMs is open. You can message me and tell me what's exactly on your mind. I'm not going to judge you behind it.
Yeah.
If you say, hey, I feel more comfortable in a pair of heels than I do a pair of Jordans, hey, the real heels.
Right.
You feel more comfortable wearing makeup and wearing a wig, then hey, do you, bro?
Right.
If you prefer being called she or her, then I'm going to call you she or her.
Right.
I'm not going to offend your beliefs or what you prefer. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to judge you for what you want. I'm going to let you be who you are. Let you be who you are, and I'm acknowledge you for it, so you don't have to like be stressed out about it.
And I think
so that's why I always say open up again. It's a safe space with my stream and with me.
Yeah. This election is really like this whole like candidacy issue and all that's going on, like the insurrection, is making me realize that I really believe that we are in a psychological warfare. Jeez, that was so close.
Yes.
Like I believe that like we are in a psychological warfare where the most poorest people in the world can really believe that they have the most power in this world, and there's in this society that's not acknowledging them. Like you really believe that like you have this power. Where does this power come from? Because of the word American? Right. You know what I mean? I'm like, at what point did that word mean that you have this power to deny other people their American rights as well? Like so like for me it's like we tend to like look at how this world is currently, and we're trying so hard to have something that really only happens for a second, a blink of our eye, and I just wonder like what this psychological civil war is gonna do to us as people. I really do.
Right.
Like even when I come in contact with somebody who has like racist views or is kind of bigoted, I say, you know, you're kind of a dying breed.
Yeah.
Like you are. Like people who don't like the LGBT community, like who really have something to say about them, I say you're a dying breed.
Right.
Yeah. Like, it's 2021. Think about everything that's changed just in the past 10 years alone.
Right.
Right.
Like so why can't you be more open-minded? Like, oh, let somebody live their life. Like the story I heard about Oak and Embers the other day made me kind of sick.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard that too?
Yeah, about the lady who got called. The police called on her over chicken wings.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they said, "Oh, we just called them because, you know, we taking preventative measures." So why does that have to do with you calling the police?
Right.
Because this is a civil matter, not a crime. They're not scamming you. They just say they don't want to pay for something they didn't enjoy.
And she was willing to pay for all the other food. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like, you know, and like there's two options with that. So it could have been like, you know, that's what you get for, you know, having a kid eat wings, and you know that's the cost of having the kid, you know. But then it's also like, if I was an owner and I know that wasn't the situation, they didn't like it, I would be like, I don't want. If you felt like you had to call the police, then I would have been like, you know what, take it off the bill, it's fine, and and kept it moving. If you feel like you have to bring the police involved, like make the path of least resistance. Like, and it's like your business will not go under because of some goddamn chicken wings. Like,
Right.
And they said like, if we just wanted them to handle the dispute and not make it an incident. You made it an incident by calling the police.
right, using my tax dollars.
This is 2020. This is 2021. The moment you call the police, everybody got their phones out. Everybody want to know what the police is here for.
Right.
The police
Right.
don't show up because people having a good time.
I was like, I was thinking to myself, didn't y'all learn anything about Bahama Breeze?
No.
Oh my god.
Or Roof Chris goes too now.
Right. Oh my gosh. Let's go, baby.
Thank you.
Whew. 3-minute overtime. That's ridiculous. All right, my next question.
4-minute overtime, bro.
Right. So my next question is, what is it about mental health that confuses you the most?
That's a good one.
That it's not that it confuses me. It's just that people have this stigma about talking to a therapist that makes it sound like you talk to a therapist, you're crazy.
Right.
Like no, like if you have a broken arm, do you go home and get some duct tape and start wrapping it around your arm? No, you go to the hospital.
Right.
You go see a professional. Like
Right.
if I know, hey, something up here ain't right, and I can't understand it, I need to find somebody who can help me understand it. Doesn't that make more sense? Like at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared.
Careful with who you trust, basically.
I was scared to initially go to talk to a therapist.
Others might try to do bad and might manipulate you and me.
Right.
But it's not just that. Like initially, my personal fear was the therapist. Like I'm gonna go in there and they're gonna say everything I'm doing wrong and say that you're doing this, it's your fault, it's you. But then when I actually went in there, Spicy, thank you for the light. I actually went in there and I'm talking to the therapist. It's not about what you're doing wrong. Your therapist there is an unbiased opinion of saying, hey, I see this. Let's see what led you to this point so we can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, oh shit, I'm having this issue because I'm not home.
Right.
I'm terrified of being in New York. I'm not myself. I'm not in my own environment. This makes sense. Then
You got open spot? Or one of you got open spot?
nah, we playing fours. Right now it's me, Saber, Cool Dog, and Will.
And a dog.
Not that kind of dog.
I was like, wow, I was wow, that was time was perfect. We have a real dog in our streams.
It was.
Our dog stream. Just stay on it. We hit different, baby.
And,
We hit different. We got real dogs playing.
Right.
It was really a point where I told my uncle, I said like I'm not happy, like I'm having this issue. You know what he told me? He said, "Oh, just go to a barbershop and talk about how you feel. They'll set you straight." That was the worst place to go to talk to anybody about anything.
My barbershop when they see me come, they're like, oh boy, here it goes. Cause I go and I'm like, hey everybody, let's talk about life and let's talk about everything. They're like, what are we talking about today, man? They're like, this dude comes in every time talking about some big old topic, and then but the thing is, like, they want to talk about it, they just don't know how to talk about it. They don't, and and once again, it's all black men, so like their experiences are like, well, yeah, I talked to somebody, I was in prison, and I was like, well, was that whether you're a therapist? Nah, it was my cellmate. I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, that sounds a little biased.
Like one person was like, yeah, I talked to my cellmate in prison. Like, bro, he's like, what? I don't think that's like gonna help you anymore.
Right. I was like, that's
you got here somehow.
It's like, yeah, I don't know if that works. I was like, I don't know if that works like that. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, and it's funny because when people tell me, when I'm at parties, I never tell anybody I'm a therapist, because then people stop me and then they try to have a session with me while I'm having a cool one. So I was like, I'll help people.
They try to get a free session.
Yeah,
right.
You know? And then but then it's like, because like my barber, he'll do that too. He'll be like, hey man, can I talk to you about something? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, well, I charge $1 a minute if it's like you want that type of advice, or we can just barter and I can get a cut, you can get a session, because it's about the same amount of time. So like we can just barter. He's like, nah, man, I need it. I'm like, dang, all right, whatever. Like, all right. I was like, just don't mess up my lining, man. Just don't mess up my lining. Cause I don't want to say no, because like my lining's in his hands. So.
Yo, who demoed me?
Yeah, but I don't know.
What, Jerry?
It was Aaron. Somebody just demoed me out of nowhere. I was like, who demoed me?
Oh.
That's hilarious.
But he's trying to do it again.
Like, so I feel like one thing, being a therapist, I'm learning that like how I see the world, how I interact with the world, and how I decide to accept the world are 3 different ways. And like I will say, like when I get like a black dude in, you know, on my chair, he's always like, you know what? He's like, you cool, man. Like I'm like, well, I was like, well, the thing is like he's like you just listen. You don't really say much. I'm like, that's the point. Like it's not my job. Like that's kind of like, because he thinks that what's gonna happen is because usually his girl's like, I'm gonna break up with you if you don't go to counseling, so he has to go. So that's what usually happens. So when they see him, they're like, oh, I thought you were just gonna tell me I'm bad, I'm terrible. I'm like, they used to do that in the 70s actually, but they don't do that anymore. And so like you were kind of right. So like we don't do that anymore. So
Right.
So yeah.
These drugs.
Right. They're like, you're a bad person. You need these drugs. And it's like, okay. And it's like, I don't think it's gonna stop your chronic masturbation, but okay, that's fine. So you know, at some point, something's gotta change.
Man.
So like I'm just happy that like people are starting to look at it more relationally, because like therapists back in the day didn't think like that. So like back in the day, like when you had an intervention, what would happen is literally you would sit in this chair and everybody would tell you how you're a piece of shit, and then they'd be like, you should go to counseling. I was like, yo, if I wanted to be Jesus today, I would get persecuted another way. Thank you very much. Like what the hell? Like,
I hate you so much.
In the name of Jesus.
right? It was like I can't do this, or like, and that's why don't get me wrong, I'm not against spiritual counseling, like spiritual pastoral counselors, but like there are just some limits that they cannot touch that don't always help with the behavioral issues. So like I have 5 principles in counseling, and one of them is the action is never the reason. So I never believe what you do is because of what you did. I can never believe that.
I'll try to get you through.
I can't do it. So for me, it's like when people ask me like, well, how do you not connect to this stuff, or how do you like handle hearing people's stuff? I'm like, well, I have to understand that everything that they do is not because of who they are, it's because of what they've been through. And they're like, well, I couldn't handle that because I couldn't deal with no person doing blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, that's why you're not a fucking counselor. So I was like, what do you want me to say to that? Like, or when people go like, oh, I would be a great counselor because all my friends tell me all their problems. I'm like, and you probably tell all your friends about their problems too, don't you? They're like, well, that's only if we drinking. I'm like, what? I was like, nah, man. Like, it's not. I'm like, that is not. No, like that's not what this is. So one tip I do give to a lot of black men is when they go into like counseling, I always tell them like, always go in asking them to just meet you where you're at. And if you say that to them, to a clinician, they'll know exactly what you mean, and they will literally be everything that you need for yourself. You just have to let them, like, I'm looking for a counselor that can meet me where I'm at, and they'll shut the hell up and they'll listen to you. That's one way you can do it, because a lot of times, unfortunately, a lot of counselors in schools, when they go to Diversity 101 class, what happens is they just be like, let's study black culture, and then they talk about how like men are like just like shut off, and black women are very strong, proud women, and you know they're single mothers.
God, I
and
hate
so
that.
it's like I'm in diversity class and I'm just like like, and then it's like, okay, yes, there is some things to that, but it's like, as a clinician, I don't want you to think of me like that. Like, I just want you to think of me as a person going into counseling, because that's why there's this huge movement on black therapists.
We've been here for a minute, just driving around.
Yeah, I'm about to get another match in. I'm about to change it up, because that should not be happening. I'm gonna get another one. Because we could do 2-on-2s.
Yeah, let's do 2-on-2s.
I put a new search in. I'll give it like 20 seconds, and if not happens, then it's already happening. That was fast. So yeah, so I mean, I don't know. So like, I don't understand how people. Okay, so like, think about this. Like, hear me out. Hear my perspective on this. If you break an arm, if you break your arm, what do you do?
Go to the damn ER.
Right. And you get the cast, and then you know it gets itchy, and then you take it off, and it's good, right? What happens? what happens when you
Right.
get
It does depend.
right. What happens when you go to when you get depression? What do you do?
I don't talk to my
You deal with
therapist.
it.
That'd be the ideal
Yeah,
situation.
deal
That's
with
the
it.
thing. You should. Yeah. But the thing about it is, you shouldn't have to like sit up here and deal with it. When you try to deal with depression on your own, it's like trying to self-diagnose.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is like that's a whole issue, man. Like a lot of people will self-diagnose. They'll be like, oh yeah, my depression acting up. I'm like, this not like the itis.
It's not a cold.
I was like, what the hell? I'm like, what is going on? They're like, oh yeah, my anxiety flaring up. Let's say like my anxiety flaring up. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, but then people are like, I don't want you to try and counsel me. I want you to just listen to me. I'm like, oh, it's want me to enable the symptoms you're having. Want me to enable you. That's what you're asking me to do. So if you break your arm, I'm not gonna be like, let me bend your arm and see if it's broken. Like, who's gonna do that? Like, that don't make sense. Like it's so ridiculous to me. Like, and so like a lot of times, like people, like, for some reason, people think that like you're not supposed to talk about you going to see a therapist. I'm like, if you're scared to say you're going to a therapist, then that's also you're part of the problem of the stigma, though. Because like you should be, because if you're willing to see a dentist, you should be able to see a therapist. If you're willing to see, like it should be common talk, and we don't make it common talk anymore. So like you have people diagnosing, and and so like even the language isn't even right. Like you're not supposed to say I'm experiencing depression. You're supposed to say I'm experiencing depressive-like symptoms. That's what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say the actual thing, and you're supposed to say like symptoms. Because once you diagnose it, it changes everything. Like it changes it. You don't say, oh yeah, I'm trying to fix my thoughtful broken arm. Either your shit's broke or it's not. Like I'm not trying to like figure that out. Like I'm not trying to deal with that. So I think people have to be more sensitive about like just being honest about what they're going through, because it's like, but do we even have the language to even do it?
That's a great question, because unfortunately in my family, I'm considered crazy because I am open about going to see a counselor. And so I'm like, well, I didn't heard some of the most messed up traumas. Y'all tell me, or you feel comfortable enough to tell me about your sexual stuff, and you're a parent of mine. I'm the crazy one though. I'm like, maybe you need to talk to somebody. Like, I can't help you. I cannot do it. But because I am open enough to say, oh, well, I'm going to see a counselor just to talk about my job at the time. I'm crazy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, okay, so am I crazy because you're projecting that, or am I crazy because I'm more willing to share that? And so it has to come into like some kind of conclusion as to why one has to be labeled crazy for wanting to be open or encouraging people to go to therapy.
I don't even like saying the C word anymore. I try to get away from that whole thing.
Hate toxic black families.
Like, one thing I know for a fact, like one thing I will say, like it kind of makes me think about this. Like I bet everybody can remember David Chappelle saying this. It was a skit in his comedy stand-up. He says like he asked his friend about who he voting for. He said, Dave, I don't get into personal things. And he said, yeah. So last night, me and my wife were having sex. He's like, wait a minute. Like, you're like, I don't want to hear that, but can you tell me you voted for? Hey, please.
Right.
Last night, this is what we're doing. Like, when does that become like that's how it is when you talk about mental health? Like, you're okay with telling me everything that's jacked up in your life, but the moment I say you should see a therapist, I'm not crazy.
Right.
I didn't say you were, but I'm just saying, like, if you feel okay talking to me about the fact that I don't know that you have a fear of clowns and you went to the circus and lost your mind, shouldn't you be able to tell a therapist that so you can get over your fear of clowns, or try to?
Right.
Like, well, it's not that serious. You were screaming hysterically after watching Bozo the Clown for 2 seconds.
Right.
In my house, like, you need help.
Right.
Like, I'm not taking shots at nobody or anything like that. I'm just saying, like this don't make sense.
Right. At some point, we have to own our own healing, and I think even Black culture, like we have to start owning our own healing. We have to own that. Like enough has already happened. We have to own that part in our life. And I think sometimes it's easier to live with the trauma than to change to the healing. Like some people just it's easier to live in trauma because we're used to it. You know.
Why do we keep going to overtime?
I have no idea, but it's driving me crazy. I hate overtime. I absolutely hate overtime. I guess we're not going to overtime. Jesus Christ. Why'd you have to say that, Pooh? Why'd you say that, man? Why'd you say that?
I was putting it into existence because I'm sick of going to overtime.
Right, like dang. We're doing 2-on-2s after this. We're gonna do like a couple 2-on-2s and then we'll wrap up. Oh, okay, my next question. What is the hardest thing that you've had to go through that made you realize that you were projecting?
Oh,
but everybody knows what projecting
this
is
recent
too, right?
for me.
Everybody knows what projecting is, right? Because I want to make sure, because I be saying that and I'm acting like, because I talk about it every single day.
I'm mad speaking for somebody in the chat. They want to know what you mean by projecting, not for myself. Speaking for a friend.
Yeah. So
asking for a friend.
Right. So the difference between projection and deflection is when I put an image onto that person or thing because of what I am unwilling to experience in myself. Mm-hmm. Deflection is when I avoid the confrontation by gaslighting it in another way so that I don't have to be responsible for the actual situation.
So because of my baby mama, I don't like I don't like dating black girls anymore.
Really?
I would say that would be a good projection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I put her on every other black woman's face.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost all my followers. No, I'm just joking.
Right, I should exit. I'm offended as a fellow black woman myself, right? No.
Join the private match. Join the private. Go to custom and join the private match. I got to set it up.
That's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. So let me ask you then. So when you see another black woman and she's like interested and she's trying to talk to you, and you're just like, is it like or are there certain behaviors that happen that remind you of her, and you're like,
no, it's an immediate no.
It's immediate no.
Like, I mean, I have black female friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but like as far as like looking at them any other way other than a friend, it's a no.
Yeah. So I'm so glad you said that, because people think that that's not like a real thing, and I'm like, it's very real, and it's actually more common than people want to admit, because people are like, oh, we gotta stay together, baby. We gotta stay together. You like dynamite, so it's like this like whole thing. And the thing is, black people actually it actually happens a lot more in our cultures than we realize, especially in America.
Mm-hmm.
So that's funny you say that. All right, who's next?
One thing for I project is like not the trust. Like saying certain things to me will immediately make me think of bad things of the past. Like it's actually a phrase that triggers me, and I outright told my current girlfriend that you cannot say that to me ever. Like, I know like it's something in your vocabulary, but if you say that to me, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It stemmed even before my previous relationship before her.
Really?
And I feel like every black man has heard these words, and immediately it puts fear in your heart. We need to talk.
Oh, I think that's every man.
Yeah.
I think that's every man.
And it's the tone.
Yeah.
It's the tone.
Terrence, where are you?
Yeah.
About to let me score a goal. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Poof, we the Wonder Twins, baby. We the Wonder Twins.
That's the freak out of you.
Wonder Twins, baby, activate.
No, it's cool. Coach was saying, okay, I feel like I'm lost in the conversation. I was been distracted by the game. No, you're cool. We're talking about some deep stuff.
I mean, like, every time I hear like we need to talk, I'm like, oh, I done did some shit now. What I did?
Like,
What did I just do? Right.
What did I do? What did I do? Or like, you know what? I know for a fact it's nothing in either one of my phones. The moment she touches my phone, heart just.
Like extreme heart palpitations. Yes.
Where you go?
Yeah. What about you, BK?
I think anybody that have certain characteristics of my mother, I try not to project, because at the end of the day, I do know that everybody is
driving around because I don't see Saber.
And so
I left because Terrence is not a good teammate.
Oh, nice.
So I'm spectating.
But I'm not a goddamn good teammate. Boy, don't get the fuck out of here, damn.
Hey man, we is streaming, dude. Chill out with your mouth.
Right.
Damn.
Well, actually, it's after 12 midnight.
It is after dark.
Right, it is. It is ViewUnity after dark. So he can say all those things now.
I'm not trying to offend you, but it's something I always want to say to you. Well, sometimes when you start cussing, you start talking fast. You remind me of Bullhauer kicking in. Well, get in there, goddamn. Yeah. Chill out, Bullhauer.
Right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But see, the thing like about projecting when it comes to my mom, it took me probably it was actually last year to realize that I have similar traits. So I had to actually sit back and, check myself. Like, do I hate those certain traits and I react to it because it's a reflection of my mom or it's a reflection of me?
Oh, I won't let that happen. My pride won't let me.
Hey, this is actually a good match. I kind of want to sit here and watch this now.
Terrence is about to get these wheels.
Let's go.
Like I said, Terrence about to get these wheels.
You got nuts. And I hit the ball first. I'm upset about this.
Coach said it too. Coach was like, "Yep." Coach, I'm telling you, it's real.
But to catch these hands.
Like catch these wheels.
That's another goal.
Catch these wheels, baby.
You make me look like I'm actually good right now, and I'm embarrassed because I know Coach approves is watching me and like, it's like peasant. like. He still hasn't figured it out yet. He still hasn't figured it out yet. Like I'm literally doing something to his wheel every time.
I do want to go back to the statement you made where people they take things with them, and because I wanted to say like as an EMT, I take a lot of like there are calls that I've had. Yeah, there are calls that I've had that like stick with me, and sometimes when I think about them, like I get emotional. And one of the most recent things that happened was 2 weeks ago while I was at work. First off, my whole safety team had been out with COVID, so it was just me a lot of the days, just covering 2 type of jobs. And then it so happened to fall on the day where everybody was at work, and this guy he had a heart attack on the floor, and we brought him back, and it was the first save that I've ever had like in the field. Like most of my saves have been like from hospitals when I'm doing CPR, but when if I'm on the rig and I get called out for a heart attack, then that person's pretty much gone.
Wow.
But for this to happen for that guy, it was truly like, he wasn't very old, you know what I mean? So it was strange to have that kind of a call for that kind of a person, and then we were able to save him. And so that definitely is going to be one that's going to be written on my soul for for life.
Yeah. Jesus. So you were literally like in the actual like process of life and death. You were like on that line.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, I saw him die. He died, and then
wow,
you can see his body like not wanting. Like you could see him like not wanting to go. Like his, like the way he was convulsing. He was like, "I'm not leaving." And then like when we finally got him back, he kept trying to talk like, "Hey, like I'm trying to breathe. Like I can't breathe." And I'm like, "I know. Like I just need you to keep going though. Like keep trying."
wow.
And you can see him like tearing up and like physically trying to breathe, and he can't.
Wow.
So that's when we breathed for him until he was able to. And it was definitely a nail biter situation. But
Jesus,
it's just stuff like that that's gonna always stick with me.
Right.
wow. And I think like having that type of secondary trauma stress, like I don't think not everybody's prepared for that. You know what I mean? Like there's no way to really be prepared for that other than doing your job. And like and to ask for that, people don't realize like there's things that you have to shut off in your soul, in your body, to make yourself be present. And like, and I'm wondering, like, do you ever shut off like that in your relationships?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that goes full circle.
And that's the reason why me and my wife are having issues. Like we're separated right now, and so she doesn't understand like my job and like why there are moments where I shut down and why there are times where I just can't I can't do anything, you know. And she doesn't understand the fact that, you know, gaming helps me, like focusing on putting my stream together, like those things help.
And you can control
like,
that.
It's just some things that she won't.
Hey, Terrence.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's the fact that I can control it.
Yeah, because when you're on an EMT,
You okay?
like, you can't control what people are gonna do.
Right.
Terrence, you okay?
I know I'm cool, but I ain't got time for people sitting talking shit on my bad goddamn teammates, so I left the goddamn game. Might as well not even play. So.
Well, shit, we need another person. Look, I'm gonna have to get Coach in here.
He was you that butthurt. It was a joke.
He needs to run it off shit. I swear he does. Like he just.
Oh man.
Oh, I did it to myself.
Wow.
That's funny.
I ain't never seen him that butthurt.
I'm telling you, every time I hear you go off, I hear King of the Hill, bro.
Right.
I hear King of the Hill and South Park.
I hear King of the Hill talking about Chris Tucker. And Chris Tucker.
Right. Coach said so many people support streamers too once you get involved in that family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
With that being said, like I think that's another reason like why I have been like not wanting to stream as much. Like when you guys reached out for me to join ViewUnity, it happened like right at the time where my wife left.
Yeah.
And so to have like somebody there was like that was one of the reasons why it was like super exciting to like have that.
Yeah.
Because you know you guys were there.
And you're a big streamer.
I mean nobody knew about what was going on. I kept it to myself. But so that was really. It's funny like how you don't know the impact that you make on somebody without even knowing it.
Right.
And that's beautiful. Wow. Not yet.
Some good ass topics. Any more questions?
Well, yeah. So I was gonna say, you know, what do you think you need to let go of to make you become what you think you need to be?
This perfectionism. Like I'll sit here and tweak stuff on my stream for hours and hours and hours and hours. I did it today.
Yeah.
Like I'll sit here and mess with stuff for hours and hours trying to figure out what's the best possible way to do this, or I didn't like the way that this looked, or I think my gameplay is lacking, so let me do this. Like that's why I started playing Rocket League so hard. Like I noticed a lot of my growth came from me playing Rocket League and my excitement behind the game. So I started to practice Rocket League nonstop.
Wow.
Like that's why I had to stream.
I see the difference too.
Rocket League for 6 straight days. That's what it looks like. And people are like in the chat teaching me things. Like even I play with Nick. And
really?
Nick is a grandmaster. And me and Nick were going back and forth. And Nick was saying, you need to do this. You need to look at that. You need to look at this. You need to look at that. Look at angles when you're hitting the ball. He said flight is very difficult, but I get you through it.
Wow.
And I have to let that go. Like it's okay for some things to be messed up. Like one day my alert kept going off. Like last time I streamed, Terrence knows what I'm talking about. The victory alert kept going off, and I couldn't figure out why. And I got pissed off.
The victory alert kept going off like that?
Yeah, like I don't know how. I don't know how. Like I kept it going. Like now it popped. Like the sound plays, but the video file didn't play. So I'm not gonna figure out why the video file didn't play. Like I have to learn how to like let that go. And also the my actual therapist actually told me this. I have to let go of my I have to help everybody complex.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I always have to help someone.
Yeah.
And he said maybe you should stop for a minute and help yourself over helping other people.
And honestly, the kind of work that you do, the more you actually do that, you're going to be doing both of them at the same time anyway because of just who you are naturally.
That's like the cybersecurity thing. It's tough not helping somebody.
Yeah. What about y'all? What's one thing you gotta sacrifice or give up that you know is blocking you from being who you know you need to be for yourself?
Fear of failure. That is me. And it pretty much stems from criticism from it's always something with family. It's always going to be something to me for that. But yeah, the fear of failure, because I know I've gotten scrutinized when I did something wrong, or you know, I was told that I'm dumb or intellectually fucked up or anything like that. So I have to let go of that, because if I don't, it's all going to trickle down to me staying in a comfort zone, to me actually self-sabotaging, and therefore I stay in this bubble, but at the same time I'm complaining when all this time I can actually just get out of the bubble. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to let go of. So I try to say sometimes you got to lose to win again, and that has helped me out. So I try to follow that mindset and go from there.
Oh my God, I flew right past it.
No, you hit it. I just hit it right back. You hit it first, actually, I think.
Bing!
Yeah.
Oh.
BK, let me ask you then. Do you think that your planning is causing you to sabotage? Because some people plan themselves out of the picture.
I believe it has a lot to do with it. It's about me actually structuring it properly. Try not to overthink it, because once I do that, I'm going to pretty much mentally overwhelm myself. And here I am just sitting there playing solitaire, and like, I should have did this, I should have did that. So I think it has a lot to do with that.
How in the... All right.
So, sorry.
That scream.
I felt that all up in my gut. So I think for me, what I have to get rid of is being the savior. I have a savior complex. I feel like a pilgrim. Don't say BK. You don't know me.
I was just saying. Listen to you. Shut up.
Like,
don't be a pooper, damn it. Whatever.
So for me,
go ahead. I think
it's my savior complex. Like, I feel like I have to be the one, like in I have to be the one, like in like the giant. What's that movie called? With like the robot, and he's like I go, you stay, and then, like it's like a big. Oh, what is that?
Bicentennial Man?
No. Hugh Jackman is in it.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Get in there!
Giant robot. What is it?
Iron Giant?
I think I know.
Iron Giant,
Wait,
Iron
is
Giant.
it? Oh,
Yep,
okay,
Iron Giant.
okay.
Yeah, like I feel like I have to be
Ben
Iron Giant.
Diesel, he played the robot.
Yeah, I feel like I have to be like the Iron Giant in the whole situation. It's like, did I really have to go blow up like that? Like,
I don't know what movie I was thinking about.
It was aliens. It was like aliens. Like, wait, is that RoboCop? I just feel like I always have to. I feel
Yo,
like
he didn't demo you rap. It was rap.
I had to. It was you and me. It was you and me. So yeah. So I think for me, I have that savior complex, and what it does, it makes me a perfectionist. It makes me have to go hours learning something. It makes me feel like I can take the short end because I know that I quote unquote did the right thing. Like I hate that mindset of knowing that I think I had to always do the right thing, and like all my life I was that goody two shoes kid. So like, because I didn't want to have to be responsible for being the upset of somebody else. Because for me, I tend to not like being confrontational with people, just because the moment I do, I can be hurtful because I know that I'm very destructive. I can be very destructive. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. Like I consider myself like a Hulk. So, thank you, Poof. Oh, dang. So yeah. So I think I gotta let go of the whole savior complex thing. You didn't see that backpedal, baby? That's why I won the game.
Damn it.
Should I ask another question, or think we should end it tonight?
I'm okay with
no idea.
either.
I mean, I'm down for another question if you want.
Okay. So another question is, what relationship do you want to have that you think you deserve?
He would have.
I want
everybody got stuck like
trusting relationship.
Right, because I was like,
I want to be
Coach
able
Approved
to
versus
be
Will. Let's go.
trusted in a relationship, and that's and that's something that my wife didn't do, and it was bothersome because I never gave the impression that I was doing anything wrong, and it really upset me because I know the kind of person that I am, and to be labeled or to be accused 24/7 was very frustrating, and it was ultimately damaging to our relationship.
no, can't bag out and let Will take this L to Coach Approves.
Man, you better get out. Man, you better get away from me. Coach is putting me in my feelings.
She about to show you how to play Rocket League. How do you do that? What button is that?
I asked Coach Approves to give me training, and she's like, okay, want me to give you some maps? I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't get those maps yet, and she didn't train me yet, so now she's gonna punish me like this. I'm like, you should have trained me before you whooped my ass. Alright, who's next?
She said you want an alphabet soup, but ain't no other letters in here but the L. How do you do that? Wait a minute, you mean to tell me so when I'm stuck in the air like that, I can press the boost and fly towards the ground faster?
She literally just tried to do what I was doing. Why are you doing what I was trying to do? Oh, I got save points. Yes. What about you, BK?
I think the only one, or the only thing that came in mind, I feel that I deserve a relationship that's based off interdependence. Many people don't even know that word. We always
Yeah, what the
hear
hell does that
about
mean?
pretty much the opposite of codependency. So it's just like you guys, it's knowing that you have a partner that that can support you, but you don't have to lean on. Because from my experience, I've dealt with codependent relationships, and it was mostly based off, what I can give them emotionally. So it's just like you said that you have a savior complex. Folks will look at me as if I can save them, and I'm like, I can't save you. Like, I'm trying to save myself, so I have to put myself in the back burner just to save you. And then by the time it gets to me, I'm pretty much depleted. So I want basically an interdependent relationship where there is a level of balance and support, but at the same time, I don't look as the savior or somebody's hero. And it's not saying that I don't give a damn about that person, but it's more like I'm happy to be there as far as being reliable, but not your hero. That makes sense?
Kinda. That was really confusing though. Can you say it again? Can you say it like I'm a third grader?
All right. Okay. Oh man.
Yeah. See. Yeah. You little boy words.
Little boy words.
I feel like she's just toying with you. I'm just letting you know that. Never mind.
Will you leave me alone, Poof? I am grieving. God.
Pretty much two strong individuals that's not relying on the other one to save them. That's the best way I can word it as far as interdependence. Yeah. So I just want a level of boundary and balance. That would be amazing.
Oh, it's my turn? Oh, my bad. I just want somebody in all honesty who I can actually honestly confide in without feel like being judged for, and vice versa. I don't, and also in the same token, like, to understand like who I am. Like, I laugh and joke a lot. Like, that's my thing. Like, even when it's like an awkward situation, I try to make light of it by laughing. Like, I don't like tension. I don't like that moment where y'all both mad at each other and y'all just staring at each other and it's quiet. I don't like that moment. I hate that.
Right.
Like, I know arguments happen. I know disagreements are gonna happen, but I don't want it to be like that awkward disagreement.
You got one, so that's a good thing.
I want, somebody who I can 100% say like is tried or true a friend.
Yeah.
A friend, and then we're also lovers. Like, we also care for one another. We also take care of one another. Like, I can be vulnerable with you. You can be vulnerable with me. Like, I want that. And then I mean, at the same token, like, even in that video, I was jokingly posting on TikTok that like half of it was true. Like, I'm weird. Like, I want to be able to break boundaries with you, and you not be like, oh my God, don't do that ever again.
Right.
Like, I want that.
Oh man, I just need to find a woman who ain't a damn tramp. You start out good and then they want to go back to being damn hole. Like, what? Why?
Chat, like,
don't go back to the bitch you were just sucking 2 months ago. Oh, is this a new one now?
Chat. I just want y'all to know we do not endorse or condone either of the statements by the Dream 06. We did not screen anything he says. He writes his own words. And it's a problem. Nobody is looking over his shoulder when he's writing.
Right. But what about you, Will? Like, I know that you're married and all the other good stuff. What was something that was relatively important to you that you deserved?
Hey, I got one goal. Great job, Coach approves.
Right, he got one goal.
Hey, that was pretty good. And everybody she spared me 3 times, but it was good though.
Everybody gets one.
Right, everybody gets one.
Right.
I think for me, to be funny and like, I think I hate to say it, but I actually have the marriage that I'm supposed to have, which is also very difficult. It's very difficult because I have a strong, independent black woman that doesn't need no man but decided to get married. So she is truly her own woman. She has her own thing. She don't need me. She does not need me. But she decided to want me because of who I am. And so it's really scary because it's like I thought I needed a partner that needed me. I realized that would have been so unhealthy. It would have been so unhealthy. Right. And I would have been so enabled, and I probably would have took advantage of it. And I'm not saying my marriage is perfect at all, but I can honestly say that she teaches me how I was supposed to live my life. And it's hard because I have to go against my own egotistic behaviors and my own lack of emotional accountability. Like, she makes me accountable for that because she's like you said, independent. That's really what it is. Like, she doesn't really need that type of support. So so what I had to give to her was truly myself. And and the fact that I'm also a stepdad, it made me become somebody that I didn't know I was planning on being. So I had to take on another role in my life that made me have to be more devotional and less selfish. So for me, what I would desire is something more needy, but I also know that isn't healthy for me because I had to learn how to become my own person, being with her. Because when I tried to do the whole codependent emotional stuff, it just didn't work because she was like, yo, she's like, yo, that's not me. So I had to learn I had to grow up, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. They just see me and her having fun and bickering, like fun and all that kind of stuff, where it's great, but like there's still that internal desire that we all experience. I don't think a lot of us acknowledge that internal self that really guides our relationships or how we look at other lovers. So, yeah, it's interesting, to say the least. And I hate to say it, but like being a clinician, I often, I self.
No.
Yes. I typically self analyze myself. So.
That was the longest 2 minutes of my life.
All right, my next question is, who is somebody that you look up to that you also learn that you have to surpass them?
In life in general or just streaming?
In life.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real. I've never had anybody like that in my life. Like,
Same.
I don't have.
Damn it.
I've never had I don't have a strong like my family's not as strong. I mean, I guess my grandmother would probably be like the only person that I could ever look at in my life. Like, okay, she was a great woman. I need to be better than her. But like, as far as like anybody else, like, I've never had that. So. I don't know. I couldn't answer that.
Okay.
Loneliness has been the number one thing in my life. So
yeah,
it's been a tough thing to like deal with.
I gave that to him.
You definitely gave that to me. Saber, I can honestly agree with you.
Big brothers and shit like that. So I looked up to them, but then I started knowing all the toxic ways and all the dumb shit they was doing. I'm like, oh no, we gotta change the stuff. And then
I heard Boonhauer talking and got distracted.
Shut up, you idiot.
I mean, he's saying real stuff though. Like, but Dream is saying like some real stuff though. Like, you don't realize how toxic your friends pull you back. You don't realize that until you start like emotionally sobering up. Like, you're like, what the hell did you just say? I was like, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. Like,
right,
man.
Romel was that person.
Oh my God, Romel was so toxic.
For me, yeah, Romel was that person.
Coach Bruce. She scored a goal in the
Who was
left.
that? I was like, who's this strong man? And whip me like this. What?
I love it.
Who are you?
I love
the
it.
masked rocketer, the masked leaguer. What were you saying, Saber and Terrence?
Like then as I got older,
No, we just
I started realizing I wanted to be like.
yeah. I don't know, Terrence. You didn't really hang out with Romeo, did
No.
you? Yeah,
Romeo was
you
bad,
didn't miss
man.
nothing.
Romeo was bad for business.
He was just a very toxic person, like, and I knew that was one person I didn't want to be like.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you firsthand, like being around him, being around Romeo. Like at one point in time, I considered Romeo to be my best friend, and then that all changed the moment. Like me and him actually started to make music together. Like we actually, honestly, started to make music together, and people saw like we was a duo, but people saw me as the most talented one, so they wanted to work with me and not him. And it just became toxic at that point. And then like when I started to do projects with other people, like he just got nasty about it. And then we had like 2 falling outs.
Wow. I feel like I'm the kind of person you don't gotta follow me at once. Like follow me, like all I need is once, cause like I'm a peaceful person. If you feel like you gotta fall out with me, like I'm a peaceful person. Like if you really gotta fall out with me, then you shouldn't be here. Like I don't know. Like I'm a peaceful dude. Like I don't know, man.
That's the way I am now. Like before then, I give you chance after chance. I gave people too many chances. Like me and my brother used to be close, but then, like I said, I noticed all the toxic shit he was doing, and I couldn't rock with that no more. And
Yeah.
it was like I put my brother in the hospital one time. So.
Wow.
Ooh.
He body slammed his brother, then took him to the ER. I remember that.
Damn.
I'm gonna kick your ass, then you're going to the hospital.
Where did she come from?
I don't even know. That's what I was saying. Like I was blind.
It's like, I don't look up to him, but I look up to his mindset, like Big Sean. When he is spiritually, that's where I'm trying to get now.
Yeah. So, what's something you have resentment about, and what's something you have regret about? And you know the
I
difference.
really
read
answered the other
that.
question.
Dang,
Well, I mean, I guess
God!
it's, oh my
It
god.
literally went over me.
Hey,
It
coach!
literally went over me. What? Look at that. What?
Yay, coach!
Man.
This is bullcrap.
We gotta stall we just gotta stall for 50 seconds. Like, God!
Too late.
Oh my god.
Yes,
That
coach.
is absolutely
Oh
hilarious.
my God!
Hilarious.
Oh my God!
Hilarious.
What? Okay.
I missed.
Okay. Yes.
And then she left. Coach, how you gonna leave me?
Coach, how
That
you
is
do
so
like that?
funny.
Coach just zoomed out. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. As soon as you left. Man.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Woohoo. I feel like I just feel like
No,
when
no, she
Coach
can't
comes
be
in-
here.
So look, she came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Like a Houdini.
Who's the real ninja here?
Right.
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 What? Oh, what?
Yes, coach.
No way.
is
No way.
Wait, I didn't know that was going in. Did
Absolutely.
that bounce on the
wonderful.
field? It did. She flew it down in.
She went up like a what? Oh my God, this is not doing overtime. I would tell you I'm not doing overtime with y'all anymore. Oh my God, no.
She is not playing.
No.
Not playing.
Don't let that in. Don't let that in.
Jeez.
Oh my God. She really made this overtime. Like, she was like, nah,
Yeah.
y'all gonna play some more. She's like, nah,
Right.
y'all gonna play some more.
Right.
She's like, I'm not done with y'all.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious.
She's back.
Oh God!
Take a shot. Take it. Kill it.
I couldn't take the shot. She stopped it.
I feel like a Jurassic Park where he's like, clever gal.
Jesus.
No.
Like, really? Like on the ceiling and stuff. Like, damn.
She just would come out of nowhere. Oh my God, so close. I was so close from hitting that.
Straight up.
Oh my
Straight
God.
up. Booyaka
Oh my
shot.
God.
Wow. Wow.
That was hilarious. Don't you dare spin like that in my face, Poop. Don't you dare spin in my presence like that.
I didn't do anything.
Oh,
that is absolutely
hilarious.
funny.
That's hilarious. All right, one last game and then we'll call it a game. One last game.
That's ridiculous.
But it's 3 people who in my life I felt like I had to I learned from and I had to surpass. Like one of them is actually a fellow streamer, Respawn.
Okay.
Like Respawn, ever since I met him, he kind of pushed me to like really go hard at streaming, and so I chose to. Like I really put my all into streaming, and I was like, you know, even though like don't get me wrong, Respawn is my dude. I rock with him. I gotta surpass his content.
Yeah.
I know he like. It's not like we're in competition, but
it's like a Pokemon rivalry.
The teacher got. I mean, the student got to become the master.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Coach can't fly.
No. Coach flies very well. Coach flies very well. That's what you mean.
Ah.
Yeah, she can't fly.
Said she can't fly.
No, I'm saying like she's not allowed to fly.
Right. That's what he was saying.
I was about to say she about to fly all over the school now.
Right.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's got to be grounded. You are grounded, Missy.
Right.
So
no.
The one question that you asked, Will, is who did you resent? This is messed up coming from me. Black women. I resented black women.
Do tell.
Just because.
Right.
So right, like I'm in that category, and it's weird that you would hear that from a fellow black woman.
Yeah.
It's due to the toxicity that is enabled, especially in my family, especially listening to other people's stories. So for a minute, I just pretty much resented myself, and it comes with a backlash that I am judged simply because of who I am. And I'm like, you don't even know who the fuck I am, but I don't take it personal all like that, because coming from my experience, I completely understand where it's coming from. And I would typically say, I still say to this day, you have some women out there who say that, oh, you should respect women. I was like, well, how can you ask other people to respect women when women don't respect women, especially black women, from my experience? And so that's what I resented for many years.
Oh my God.
Until I realized that I just accept the fact that I'm not that. Like, what was I upset for? So I was like, all right, well, I'm happy to be who I am. Let me at least be, I guess, an example of, hey, I'm not this person, and it's not like I'm asking people to accept me for who I am. I have to accept myself. It's just simply to know that you don't have to be this level of toxicity. You don't have to sit there and hate on another female
damn
for the
you!
sake of it. You don't have to do all that crap.
Do you what do you think? I mean, what do you think black women need to get past that hurdle that you see?
That is also a good question.
They need to calm the fuck down.
That too.
They need to listen.
I just say therapy. Like, we got to circle back to therapy and actually hold personal accountability. Firstly, is accountability. I noticed that a lot of black women do not hold themselves accountable. We live in a society where there's now a personality disorder called victimhood. So I think researchers just coined that, hey, we have a victimhood personality disorder, and it's like, great. So now people are going to use that victimhood as an excuse.
Oh, she just showing out. She's driving on her hood. I saw that.
And not use it as an act of accountability. And it's not fair where, from my personal experience, that you can tell me everything wrong about myself, but instead of you listening to me by me responding, you react because I'm telling you certain things that offends me or hurts me as a person, and I'm supposed to accept your bullshit, and I'm not supposed to accept. I'm like, I don't have to. I'm like, if you cannot accept mine, and you're trying to talk to me as if I'm nobody, then how come I can't give you that, well, not that level of criticism, but why can't I call you out on your things to get you to understand where I'm coming from? Why is it a war? Nobody doesn't want to go to war when we're already in war with our head as it is, and with ourselves. So I feel that based off my experience and also hearing other people's stories, accountability comes number one. Therapy is number two.
Okay. Wow.
It's funny that we're having this conversation about black women. My one of my coworkers. Oh my god. One of my coworkers was having this exact.
Like, coach, damn.
She punched me in the face when she came down. She literally punched me in the face coming down too. Oh, and be more feminine. Sorry,
was having the same conversation about black women. Well, about women in general, and like as far as the different, like nationalities and stuff like that of women, like Asian women and like Latin women, like how they're much different than your black African American woman. And how they treat their man in a relationship and how submissive they are. And I just find like if they were to just take a characteristic, like stop being this I have to be independent person and I have to be this strong woman, but that's how they were brought up. Like,
you asshole. Yeah, good going. Keep going.
They didn't have anybody to rely on.
Wait, she backflipped.
Right. And the thing that saddens me is that with my own personal journey of wanting to be a woman, a lot of women I've come across in general, like westernized women,
keep going. Gotta finish this conversation.
They feel that they have to be like, hey, look at me, I'm an alpha, I'm a boss, but they come across so insensitive to a point where they come across as bitchy. And it's like, well, you have the one thing that society say that you can do that men can't. It's to show a level of kindness and compassion. You don't have to be this force, this raging bull, just to get your point across. Like you can learn how to be feminine and then treat people with some empathy. And then maybe, you can come across with a guy that would give you a level of respect to which you can be submissive. And a lot of women don't like the word submissive. They be like, oh, so I'm supposed to jump when a nigga say how high? I'm like, that's not what being submissive is about. I mean, you're allowing the guy to be the guy. A guy is not trying to date a dude with titties. I'm sorry. So why don't you use, your level of femininity?
Come on,
I
man.
heard Terrence and I got distracted. Like, what'd you say?
He said dudes ain't trying to date a dude with titties. I said, no, we know somebody, his name is JD.
Oh. No comments. No comments. But yeah, I cannot stand the level of society where I understand that, especially in Black culture, where we were taught to survive, but I'm like, okay, but we should be past that. At this point, what you're doing is a choice because of your defensive mechanism. It's okay to soften and embrace your femininity and allow a man to be a man. like once you submit to that person, you know, you realize a lot of guys would tell you you will get more benefits from submitting to that guy than you trying to do every goddamn thing.
Competitive match.
And so, you know, that's my comment behind it.
Oh wait, what's going on?
I thought we ended.
Nope. Competitive match. I want to leave on a good note. I need to win something.
Right.
That was a great answer, BK. And I think that's also a really sensitive topic that I don't think it's almost like we're almost not allowed to talk about it, because then we're seen as toxic, or we're seen as a misunderstanding, or, you know. But it's like one word that I think that this generation we've created that I don't like is the word unapologetic. We've used that God. So like that word is becoming very irresponsible. It's becoming irresponsible, and it's like at some point there has to be a fine line between what I should do and what I desire to do. And some people have like the audacity to think that they can do some things. Like I don't care what they say, I'm being unapologetic. It's like, but you're being completely disrespectful to the environment that's already been established. Like there's a reason why they're like, one reason why people created rules is because people broke rules. Or people did something enough where it affected other people. Like, people don't make rules because they want to. It's because they have to consider, like, yo, this can go really bad if everybody does this. Like, that's literally the reason why. Poof, that happened because of you. I could have got it. I could have got it.
Lies.
Oh, I hate that. So I think it's crazy. Like, I think that I don't think we can do this whole. I hope we can get over this whole gender war thing. Like I don't know why it's come back again. It's really come back again, and I didn't think that it was gonna. I thought that was like the '90s type of thing, like when everybody had like team names, like the Silver Barracudas, and the girls were this, and like I thought we were over that, but like it's gotten even worse. Like at some point, like there's a level of humanity that's just simply missing, and we have to be honest about that level of human decency. Like, yes, the society is not conducive and inviting for everybody, but there is a way that we can treat each other that's actively and can be based upon our own intuition and our own decisions. And I don't think we ever focus on that part.
Right.
I mean, don't be a jackass.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I agree. We're forfeiting this. I can't do this. I can't. We got forfeit. We gotta go again.
Like, yo,
That's it. Forfeit. We out. Press start. Go down 4. Press start. Go down 4. And then press it. Yeah, we ain't doing this. Good game. All right, going to another match. That was embarrassing. They're both season 2 tournament winners too. So that was even more sad.
All 3 of them.
That's so funny.
Jesus.
That's so funny.
Why did
y'all
you
get your ass beat. You say, "Oh hell no, hell no."
This is your fault, Will. Why did you go to competitive? This is your fault.
What on my thing? I'm on the gold tier. Oh, Coach Pooh just asked a question. Coach Pooh asked, "What do you think about gender switches in military service?"
Oh, pick me.
Let's see.
Yes,
Poof. You have an answer being a veteran.
Yes.
Pick me. Like, okay, I'm all for
veterans here.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah. Saber's a veteran too.
Oh, amazing.
I'm all for being who you want to be, but like gender switching in the military, it's a problem. It's always been a problem. Like, it's a reason why, and I can recall reading an article the other day about this. There's a biological reason. It's not just like as a preference about why women can't be on submarines. And like they've had trial basis when women be on the submarines. The truth be told, the reason why they didn't want women on submarines to begin with is because a ship full of guys underwater for 6 months, and you put some women in there, somebody gonna get pregnant. Like that was the real reason why they did it. Like, it was also like issues with like the body type as opposed to a male to a female being exposed to being underwater for extended periods of time. That was part of it. Don't get me wrong, but like gender switches in the military, I'm one of the people I can say like I'm all for you being who you want to be, but I don't think like if you're born a man and want to identify as a woman, I don't think that you should. I don't think like that has a place in the service.
Really?
Because it's just it's I'm not saying like you can't serve, but I'm just saying like some people can't respect it. Some people just will not allow it. Like prime example, like I understand there are women SEALs and then there are men who are SEALs, but there's also extremely sexist people who are in special forces. Like in SWIC, and when I was in rescue swimmer school in SWIC, they really don't want women who are rescue swimmers. Because think about it, if it's a terrible storm out and you fall off an aircraft carrier, who do you want pulling you out of the water, a woman or a man?
Anybody that can help.
Right, I was gonna say anybody that can help, but I understand where
you say anybody can help, but then if I tell you if I put like a small amount of science, if I put a small amount of science to you, you're gonna be upset. The average woman rescue swimmer
can help.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, if I put a small, you say that, but if I put a small amount of science to it, you gonna have a different thing about it. Like Terrence, not taking shots at you. You're a big guy.
I know that, but I'm just saying this basic.
You're not letting me get to my point. Women don't produce testosterone, men do. So when you're panicking in the water because you're in waves are flying over your head, testosterone makes you sink faster. No matter who you are, no matter who's trying to save you, makes you sink faster. And scientifically, men can lift more weight than women can in water.
Right, and I think society need to humble themselves with that, like especially.
I don't care who can lift more. If you can help me.
That's what I'm saying. A woman who's panicked,
but I understand.
Like a first time woman rescue swimmer. First time woman rescue swimmer. This is her first time diving, going into the water in the middle of a storm, trying to pull you out. She's not going to be able to do it.
Right.
The first time I dove in the water to get somebody out, I failed. I literally and I'm telling you, this is from a traumatic state. I failed, and I watched somebody die in the water. And then after the storm died down, guess what I got to go do? Fish that person out of the water.
Yep. Oof.
Yeah, they don't tell you that part, and a lot of women don't pass that psyche eval part of it either.
Right. And
you gotta go fish that person out of the water.
And that's where I definitely agree with you and see where you're coming from. And it is based off of science. And I think a lot of people need to understand that. Like, there are things that men can do that a woman cannot. Trying to gas the woman up and say, oh, she can do it. It's like, no, hun, no, you cannot.
I mean, I'm not
Coach
saying
said that she's in the Air Force and she wanted your opinion, and she said that she honestly agreed.
Whoa.
I was Army, so there's not a lot of specialty.
Wait a second, is that why Coach Approves is so good at flying this damn Rocket League? Because she's just
yes.
I knew you Air Force. I was like, it's too good. It's too good.
I mean, like I'm saying, like I'm all for it. If you want to try and see it that way, but I got like it still has to be some kind of gender restrictions to a certain degree. Like I remember talking about this with Terrence with sports. I'm so bothered by it. Like if somebody said, well, it's not a problem. Like if you see a trans man, that's a woman who was a man who transitioned to a woman who transitions to being a man, they've never won on any level professionally. Real man.
Right.
But then if you look at a woman, man who's transitioned to being a woman, they dominate the sport. Like I don't want like if my girlfriend's competing in combat sports, I don't want her going in there with a trans man. No, a trans woman. No, you're gonna get hurt.
Right. I was gonna say she's gonna get the dog shit beat out of her.
And they say, "Oh no, that's not a thing." And I'm like, no.
My thing with that is like I hate when people have an opinion about something. Not saying that, you know, I hate them or I think they shouldn't be here, but it's just my opinion. Then I'm a transphobic or I'm a homophobic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that they shouldn't be awarded the same type of praise that all biologically women would get in the same position.
Right.
So, Saber, you didn't say what you thought about the whole military and the actual identity.
Oh, I mean, I was in the Army, so I mean, as far as like specialty roles, it was everybody did everything. You got I mean, it wasn't anything special that a woman couldn't do that a man does that a woman couldn't do where I was at. So I don't have like any background on the actual. I just believe if she thinks she can do it, let her do it.
Basically.
Like I said, it's not even that I'm saying that they can't. I'm just saying like it's just certain jobs. Like I mean, no offense, I'm just not gonna be comfortable with. Like women who like I've seen a female AO, second class petty officer that works in the aviation ordnance in the bomb farm. And I'm not joking. Every time I seen one down there, I got immediately uncomfortable.
Wow.
I just got immediately uncomfortable. And then, even then, like, you know what, truth be told, I'm not saying I'm racist. I'm not saying I'm racist at all. I immediately get uncomfortable when it's anybody of Latino descent in the bomb farm. Because they laugh and joke around near a whole fucking lot. Like, they never took the bomb farm seriously. And like and it's like every person I ran into like that. And I'm not taking shots at them and like that. Not saying like I'm racist or I got something against people of Latino descent. Not even. It's just like every time I went down to the bomb farm, they're down there laughing and joking around. Like, I'm sorry. If one of these bullets fall off this shelf, even though they locked in and racked and secure, if just one fall, that's everybody on this side of the ship that's dead.
Wow.
Like, nobody should be in here playing around.
Wow.
And I mean, they down there taking pictures with the bullets. One of them, I'm not joking, one of them was from Texas. He's sitting on the bullet with a cowboy hat, acting like he's riding. Like, really?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Like,
Wow.
really? Is this what we doing?
View Stars, thank you so much for tuning in on Thrusta League Thursday and Mental Health. When you see me, know we're going to be talking about some things that are about us and who we are. View Stars coast to coast, post to post. We thank you. Thank you so much. We got the Proof of the house. We got Dark Saber in the house. We got BK in the house. We got Coach Approves that came in and became their own ninja, air star, killer. And it was amazing. So I appreciate you all. And we'll tune in on this weekend.
You just forget my name?
And the Dream on 6.
And the Dream
AKA
on 6.
Fat
Right.
Frankie.
I was like, what you got? I thought he left. And the Dream on 6. I'll never get that. I take that. All right, I'll take the deal.
Coach said check his